everybody, I'm Damian Bacci and welcome to my back room here in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. This lesson will help you get familiar with some basic but essential chords that are played in jazz. Today I'll be teaching you the different chord types, which are major 7, dominant 7, minor 7 flat 5, and diminished 7th. And we'll be learning these chords with the 6th and 5th string root on the E string and A string. And the bottom string of the chord will be the root. And all the chords that I'll be showing you today are in C. But all of these chords that I'm showing you in the lesson with the root on the 6th string and the 5th string are movable. And for example, I'm sure you're familiar with this C bar chord. And you know if you move it down to the 3rd fret here, now it's a G bar chord. And the same thing applies here to these chords I'm teaching you today. So this is that C major 7. If we move it down to the 3rd fret here, that's a G root. Now it's a G major 7. And the same thing applies to the 5th string roots. Here's a C, and then you know when you move it up here, now it's a D. So if you're playing a C minor 7 with the C in the root there, and we move it up to D there, now it's a D minor 7. Now friends, once you learn these chords today in this lesson, you'll be able to get yourself through most jazz tunes. And that's a wonderful thing because you're starting your journey through the world of jazz, and how excellent is that? Now I know there's books and websites on the stuff that I'm teaching you today, but sometimes we just need a video to get us inspired to learn something like this. And I know that when you see a video sometimes of someone showing you something, it can really help out the learning process. And for that reason, I'm happy to do this lesson and I'm glad that you're here. I love teaching this type of thing. And remember friends, don't be intimidated by the shapes and sounds of these chords. And I realize that jazz can seem complicated at first to some, and I totally get that. And that's why it's so important to me to teach this type of thing and to tell you, yes you can do this. Well alright friends, so let's learn these chords and welcome to the world of jazz guitar. Okay, so here's my C major 7th chord with the root on the 6th string. And you can play it with your hands if you like, or you can use your pick. One thing you want to remember is if you're playing with your pick, you want to mute the A string here. Okay? And since on the 6th string here, the C is the root, it makes it a C major 7. And these are movable chords, so if I move it down to the 5th fret here, it makes it as A major 7. Okay, so now you know how to play it with the root on the 6th string. Let me show you how to play a C major 7 with the root on the A string. Okay. C major 7 with the root on the A string. And remember, these chords are movable. So if you're playing up here, D is the root, it makes it a D major 7. That's an E major 7. Alright, so moving right along, let me show you how to play a C dominant 7, also known as C7. Alright, and remember when you're playing this, you're also muting that A string as well. That's C dominant 7 with the root on the 6th string. Okay, so let me show you how to play it with the root on the 5th string. You'll also see it played like this. And a way that I play C7 a lot is using this shell voicing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to play some 9th and 13th chords, and these are good to know because you can use them as a substitute for a 7th chord. Okay, so here's a C9 with a 6th string root. And what I like to do is I usually play it without the root. Play it rootless, and I'll use that a lot in jump blues. Okay, so here's the C9 with the 5th string root. And now here's a C13, one of my favorite chords. I use it a lot. And now here's C13 with the A string root. Oh yeah. Alright friends, here's a C minor 7 with a 6th string root. very beautiful sounding chord. And here's a C minor 7 with the 5th string root. Now you don't have to play the high E if you don't like. You can omit it. Okay, so moving right along, here is a C minor 7 flat 5 or flat diminished with the root on the 6th string. And if you'd like to play it with a pick, you just want to make sure that your thumb is overlapping that A string to mute it. C minor 7, flat 5, or flat diminished. Alright, let me show you with the root on the 5th string. You can play it like that, or you can finger it like this. And now finally, the C diminished 7th with the root on the 6th string. And now let me show you with the root on the 5th string. Well friends, that's all the time that we have for this lesson today. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. And if you happen to find this video informative today, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Doing this will keep you up to date on all my newest guitar lessons. And if you'd like to learn some things that aren't on my YouTube channel, I have some great full-length courses on rockabilly guitar and on jump blues guitar. They're available on my website at damianbacci.com. These lessons, friends, will not disappoint. And now, friends, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. And what I'd like to leave you with is something that I live by, and I remind myself often about it. And that is, do all you can while you can. Because you never know what's going to happen to you in the future. And that could be tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years from now. So make the most out of every day you have, and always remember to keep on picking. And with that, friends, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Much love to everybody out there. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.